Hello! We are headed to Walt Disney World soon, and I'm just so excited that I really just wanted to share some of our plans with you and maybe even get some feedback on some things that you might add if you were coming along on our trip. We are trying to change things up a little bit, especially since we seem to visit so often, but we also, we want to maintain a little bit of flexibility in what we do. So some new things and some old favorites, but we are definitely looking to add some new things to our plans. So some of the old favorites that we're doing are we're eating, actually most of our old favorites revolve around eating. We are going to the Jungle Skipper Canteen. Love it. We avoided it for many years because I don't know, my husband's a very picky eater, so I just really didn't think that he would enjoy it, but he now requests it. So we're going there. We're going to Sci-Fi. It's one of our favorites, I think, because it was one of the first places that we went to eat when my daughter was really little. And the Boathouse, which after our first visit to the Boathouse, which I think might have been in 2019, after our first visit to the Boathouse, there is no trip that would be complete without a visit to the Boathouse. Actually, last summer we had a reservation for Boathouse, and then one day we were talking about Boathouse again, and I hopped on the app, found a reservation for that evening, and we ate there again. So we definitely love the Boathouse. And then Via Napoli, or Via Napoli, if you know the actual correct pronunciation, let me know in the comments. I keep meaning to ask when we're eating there, but I keep forgetting. But we are eating there because we just love the super mega pizza. I forgot what exactly it's called, but we love the pizza there. So we definitely are eating there as well. But we have added some new things to this trip, and I'm really excited about them. I like when we add new things. Sometimes it can feel really comfortable sticking to the things that you like. Kind of like, it's hard to get away from the old and bring in the new. But, since we've been visiting a lot and the kids are growing up and they want to explore some new things, and so do we, because, like I said, we go there enough to now want to add some things instead of still revisiting our old favorites. For one of the first new things that we're going to do, we're going to Caring for Giants, which is the behind the scenes look at the elephants at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And I'm really looking forward to that because my daughter and I did a tour a few years ago. I believe that was also 2019. And it was the Sense of Africa tour that starts at, or that really is at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. And it was amazing. And that included meals and things like that. And so the Caring for Giants tour just is really a very small, like think about an hour tour. And so we wanted to do something that the whole family could do. My son isn't quite old enough yet to do some of the other tours. So this one was the one that I chose. And I think it's going to be really fun. If you've been on that tour before, let me know anything to expect or what you thought about it. Hopefully you liked it because we're already booked. And just let me know your thoughts on it. The next thing that we're going to do is we're having lunch at Steakhouse 71. And we were there when the restaurant originally opened back in October. And at first I had breakfast reservations, but it was the day that we were leaving, and I felt like it was, too jam-packed of a morning. So we ended up canceling our breakfast reservations. But we still wanted to try it, so we booked it for lunch. I am really interested in trying the French onion soup. I love French onion soup, and I tend to seek that out. If there's places that have it, I want to see, what the different, French onion soups are like. So I'm kind of excited to have that, even though it's going to be hot during the summer. I'm getting some soup. And the crab cake sliders kind of interest me. However, I'm originally from Maryland, and it's kind of like the home of the crab cake. And so I have a very particular way that I like crab cakes, and I'm like, we're in Florida. Do they really know how to do a crab cake? I mean, like a Maryland style crab cake, even though it didn't say Maryland style on the menu. So I'm kind of a little iffy about that. If you are someone from Maryland or who enjoys Maryland seafood, and you can tell me if you've had the crab cake sliders at Steakhouse 71 before I order them, I'd be very interested to know what you thought, because I'm a little hesitant. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna get them or not, because again, I'm a little leery of anyone outside of Maryland trying to make crab cakes. And then the third thing that I want to try is the creme brulee. I don't always get to dessert when I'm dining out, because usually the entree and sometimes if I get an appetizer fills me up. But I really hope to make it to the creme brulee, because I love creme brulee and I don't know, it looked good. So if you have gone to Steakhouse 71, what dessert would you pick? Would you pick the creme brulee? Is there another one that you had that was really good? Definitely might save room for that, for dessert there. So that's another thing that we're gonna do new this trip. Our third thing we're gonna do still revolves around food. My daughter and I want to eat around World Showcase, or eat and drink, or have something at every country. I have attempted this many times. I've attempted it with friends. I've attempted it on multiple trips. I've attempted it with my daughter, and we always wind up not really making it because, well, several things. One, we get full very fast. Even with sharing things, it ends up that we just get full. And we usually travel during the summer, which is usually pretty warm, and I'm not as hungry when it's hot out. I'm sure that's probably a lot of people, so it makes it really hard to eat and drink many things when you are hot. We are going during the time where it's still going to be Flower and Garden Festival, so there's going to be festival booths. Of course, we're going to have to eat some things and try some things there. So, asking you for any recommendations that you have. Of course, I will come back once the trip is over and I'm going to give you my recommendations for next time. But any recommendations that you have of things to try, either at the Flower and Garden Festival booths if you've already been there for this duration, or from any of the countries. If there's, we really want to get like the specialty things that are specific to the countries. So if you have anything that you would like to suggest, drinks, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, it doesn't matter. Of course, my daughter can have the alcoholic ones, but I could. And then snacks. Let me know what you would get from the World Showcase. All right, the next thing we plan to do is park hop. We have not park hopped since 2019. Since, you know, the pandemic hit, the first time we were back in 2020, they didn't have park hopping, so it wasn't an option. And then when we went back last summer and last fall, we just didn't do it. I don't know if with the park reservations, it kind of makes us focused on one park, or I'm not really sure. We just have not park hopped since 2019, and my daughter said, what, you can park hop now? She didn't even realize that we could. And so we really want to do that. So I'm not sure if we are going to just park hop to another park, or if we want to try some kind of challenge like hit all 4 parks in one day, which probably is doable because the summer hours are a lot later this year. So you can definitely hit back to at least Magic Kingdom. If nothing else, that could be like the last park, because there are some times when we're there that it's open till 11. So we are definitely going to park hop, but we're not sure if we should do some kind of challenge. So if we do a challenge like 4 parks in one day, what should we do at each park? Should it be an attraction? Should it be something to eat? Should it be attraction and something to eat? Let me know what you would do if we did the 4 parks one day challenge. But if not, we're just going to at least park hop, because we haven't done that in quite a few years. So we're going to be park hopping again. We are so lucky to be staying at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort for a portion of our trip. We're doing a split stay. And so I want to try Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. We have not ever been there, and I have always wanted to go. We try to fit it into our trip, and then we don't end up fitting it into our trip. And now we're staying at the Polynesian. There's no reason why we cannot go there. So, do you have a recommendation on what to eat and drink when we go there? I mean, we're going for the atmosphere, really just kind of want to see it and check it out, kind of just check it off my list. I've never been there, but if you have a recommendation, let me know, because I'm definitely putting it on the list this time. I'm going at least once, and I'm so excited. That's like probably the biggest thing I'm excited about for a trip, is going there. I don't know why, but I just wanted to go there. So, yay! So that wraps up my, I guess, my short list of things that I'm definitely doing on the trip coming up. But I would love for your suggestions. Give me something to add to, you know, to spice up our trip a little bit, to add a little something. Is there, you know, a little tiny thing that you've done on a trip that kind of just made it a little bit more special or more magical because, you know, something that you hadn't done before, or you decided to do, you know, go a different direction than you normally would? Let me know, and I will see what I can add to my trip. And if for some reason you come across this video and my trip has already come and gone, that's okay too. Please leave a comment of things that you like to do at Walt Disney World, or things that you would do on your upcoming trip, and I will be sure to add it to another trip. I'm always looking for something new and exciting to do when I visit Walt Disney World. So thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss another moment of magic. Bye-bye.